Come on. Skip out. Let's do here. There we go. All right. Well, today we are working on Mercs. And Mercs, let's just move this a little bit closer over here. From what I detailed, I got out of the box, and it's the very first box set. Now I got a ton of this stuff now. So I'm just trying to get it under control. We're going to try to do this probably either Friday or Saturday. It's going to be either the second game or the first game on Saturday. We're not too sure yet. Jason's looking forward to a live playthrough. Thank you, Jason. Now here we got the security guys that we're going to be working with. Forgive me, I've got to try to get used to doing the camera this way a little bit differently. And here's another security force. As you can see, they're pretty basic. It's just gray with a little green. So I took a little bit of a head start to kind of just get the base colors on certain things. Here is the EU. So we've got to work on them a bit. And of course, the CCC, which we'll be working on them. And as you can see, each unit's a little different and a little more colorful. And I don't think that yellow is going to work, so what we're going to use is a Ogren camo, and I'll show you what we're going to do and how we go about that. Speaking about that, why don't we just kind of work our way around and take a look at what I did so far. Well, so far I just kind of put like a basic coat for these security officers. As you can see, they're dark gray with a lighter gray vest and so forth. What did I do with my headset so I can actually see what I'm doing? We still got some silver to put in there. I mean, some gunmetal that we have to work in there, and we're actually going to do some washes on these guys. Here's the other guys. Let's take a look at the card, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here. We're just trying to keep this kind of basic as well, where everything is kind of, as you can see, just your basic security officer with, you know, gray and then a lighter gray and of course that green in there. And we just kind of prime these guys up with a gray. I worked on their faces a little bit, and we'll start working around on these guys tonight. And of course, we are going to be working with the CCCs. And like I said, with this particular color here, it's kind of hard to captivate, but I think that Ogren yellow will work out pretty good working in there. So we've got some work to do. And what better to do than to get going on it. Oops. Trying to make some room here. This is a little trickier than what I usually am used to working with. Trying to keep everything into a condensed area. So, why don't we get going? And then tomorrow we're going to be doing Masamora, the Arcadia Quest dungeon game. We're going to paint up those 5 figures because we should be pretty far with these, and I should be able to get these done tonight, if not get them done as soon as I can. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this Ogren green, and that's the color that we're really going to kind of highlight on these guys. Now, of course, there we go. We just got to hit certain areas here. So let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, that's the big boy there. So what we're going to do, I really hate these containers sometimes. Ugh. Especially when they drip paint on the side like that, because I'm ill prepared. Okay, so I talked to you briefly at Gen Con. You're a fine addition to the the Dice Tower crew. Oh, thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Uh, let's see what we're going to do here. So we're just going to we're going to try to get all these spots without having to do this twice. And that's the hard part here. Have Justin take her out, Tam, because they just went out a little while ago. Seems the minute I get on camera, the dogs decide that they want to go outside. They see it as an opportunity to take advantage of someone else. And mom's worked all day like a fool. Huh? Oh, you're telling them that brother's coming? So the pups want to go out and run around and horse around like they normally do. So we're gonna paint over this entire area here. I'm not gonna worry about really kind of shelling it out a certain way, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over this guy a few times. And let's see what else we got here. Okay, so that comes into there. Okay, so I see how that works. See, I'm trying to take a look at these drawings. These drawings are not very good for this guy, or any of these guys actually. I think they're really kind of basic, and that's what kind of hampers things a little bit. You wish you had something a little better to go by. So right now it's just going to look like garbage, because all we're trying to do is get the initial coat on here. Okay. Thanks, Just. Justin's going to take the puppers out. And we're just going to work this in over on the top of his head. And these aren't great models, but they're good models. They act like they haven't been outside all day. They were just outside chasing each other all around the yard. Crazy dogs. Oh, those crazy dogs. I'm going to try to stay up on the thing as much as I can on the comments, so just bear with me, folks. Like I said, tomorrow will be Mass and More. I think that'll be over on the Dice Tower. If not, if they got too many things going on, then it will be over here on my channel. Alright, so that is there. And we're just going to use a little water here. And let's see, up in here. Okay, I see how that works. And that is going to work into there. I really don't like the color of these guys. I don't like the color scheme at all. But we're going to try to do our best to keep it as true as possible. Because after all, when you see the live playthrough, you're going to want to keep up with this. Fortunately, there's only 5 of these guys with this awful color scheme. It's kind of a gray, and you can't really make it out in the picture, and you got to kind of ad-lib a lot of things, which is not a problem. It's just, hey, I want to get these things painted and be done. You know, I got big things I got to move on to. Alright, so let's do this. And let's see here. Alright, so that there. And then back here. This will all come together once we get all the colors on it, and then we just throw a couple washes in there, kind of tighten things up. That's gold in there. That is going to be more of this awful color. Awful color. Just doesn't really work for me. And the problem is I'm not visualizing it, so that's a big problem right there. If I don't see it in my mind, then that makes it a little difficult. Let's put it that way. And And let's get that and that. Okay, so that's silver into there. That's brown into there. Silver back there. Let's darken that up a little bit, but that's okay because that's going to come into there. Alright, we're doing alright here, I think. I gotta catch that little edge there that I missed. I hope this is getting on the camera. Oh, here we go. Now we gotta go. Dogs come in, they gotta drink all the water. And make sure that you guys know they're here. They're alright. Oh, they need more water. Alright, let's come back over here with that. Started it a little early. Kind of want to get things done a little wrapped up a little early today. And tomorrow I just might come back on a little early and just finish this up. We got the others done finally yesterday, which was a big one. We'll be doing that Friday night, I'm positive. I just haven't set it up on the live feed. Alright. And once we get it all set up on the live feed, it'll be good. It seems like the models that they did for 2.0 are a little more detailed than the ones that come in the box. But overall, I'm not disappointed with these at all. I kind of like them. It's a little bit different. I can play around with things and do a few things with them. Oh, let me read up some of these comments. Hold on. I'm going to close this up first. Hi, Rob. Hey, Sean. Great throat punch lunch. Thank you. Like your hobby zone painting tray. I want to like it. I'm just having a hard time liking it. That looks like the same puke yellow I'm using to paint some plant dudes in Super Dungeon Explorer. Probably is. Do you keep game characters? Got something on the screen here. Hold on, let me just get it out. Oh. Art nearby when painting the minis, or do you just do your own thing? Actually, I'm going to just loosen this for a second. If you look up, there's the art right there. Looks a bit sandy yellow on the mini. Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, and that's what I'm kind of going for. Could you put up a list of colors you've used for which model? I need to paint mine, but have never painted models. Sure, I can run through this real quick. With these guys, I made my own gray. So what I did is I took foundation white and black from Vallejo, and what I did is I mixed them together, and I made a really, really dark gray, and that's what I primed them in. I just painted the primer on. Then I took, once I used that up, I made a lighter gray, which means I used a little bit more white, and that's where you're getting that dark gray and then the light gray. For flesh, I'm using a Keslev flesh. For that sandy, pukey kind of color, which will be highlighted a little bit, I'm using a Ogren camo. Let me see what this dog's up to. Okay, there we go. For the brown, I am actually using, and you'll see the brown here that I used. I am using, from Vallejo, a mahogany brown. And just hold on for a second, guys. Huh? Oh, will she pull the thing? All right. All right, there we go. Could you put up a list of which colors you have? You don't like the tray? No, I don't care for it. Holds a lot of pots, but when I try to pull the pots out, it pulls up. and causes a bit of a problem there. Damn, your Hobby Lobby carries Vallejo. I need to check my local one again. Was she making a mess? Okay. Okay, so where are we here? Yeah, we're off to a bad start tonight. Let's see. I'm really kind of struggling because the art is just, they don't give you a clear picture of anything, so you kind of make up everything yourself a bit. There's not one good picture of it. So you kind of, you know, I tried putting a yellow on it and I hated the way the yellow looked. I hate yellow on soldiers anyways. I mean, why would you be a stealth soldier with yellow on? I mean, really, come on. Okay, so, all right, so we kind of got that kind of squared away. We're going to have to come over the top with a few things I can see, and we will get to that in a minute. So let's move this guy over, and let's get my headset down. Let's try to pull this guy up, see where he is. Is he the breacher? No, the breacher's the other guy here. See, the art doesn't even match either, so that makes it a little tough. So we'll get all this junky yellow on him too. If we get this out of the way, at least it won't be that bad. Well, it's not even, yeah, it's kind of a pukey kind of color. Oh, I hate those pots. Alright, let's get this over here. Get a little paint on it. And let's see what we're going to do here. And there we go. And as always, the dogs are acting out, because that's what they do. We're trying to get used to this new puppy. She is a little rough at times, and they like to play pretty hard. I agree. The sandy dark yellow look you're going for. The uniforms of the gray dudes look like they are from Captain Scarlet, but I'm guessing no one will have an idea what I'm referring to. Unfortunately, I do get it. It's one of those puppet shows, wasn't it? Okay, that doesn't go there, but this. Alright, and you're trying to follow this art. This art is just absolutely awful. But Justin was reading the game, and he says the game's a surprisingly good game, so hopefully we'll get this where we need to get it, and we'll be fine. And that's the most important thing. Just kind of get them where you can tell the difference between everybody, and everything will work out. That's what I think. Okay, stay right there. There we go. Let's go up top with the helmet here. Just kind of work that. Thank God there's not like 20 of these guys with this awful mustard color. That would be upsetting. Well, it would take forever. 5 guys I can handle. I can work with 5 guys. Watch, I'll probably end up having to play these guys. Alright, there's that. And we've got to work on this shoulder pad here. There we go. May have to do another coat. Let's work a little order in here. There we go. And then we'll work the other pad here. He's got silver for a chest, so that's good. So, do I have the light on? Yeah, I do. Okay. And then work that over that. Then his armband comes over here. And there we go. Some really cool things that are going to come up over the next week or so. We're going to take a venture into Battletech, which is going to be for next weekend. I think we're going to be looking at Alpha Strike. I'm going to teach you guys how to play that because I don't see any really cool videos for it out there, so why not us, huh? Drop Zone Commander will be coming up soon. We've already got that painted, thank goodness. So you'll be looking forward to that. We got tons of board games that we're going to be doing. And a new segment that's going to start next Monday where it's going to be painting with a guest. And what I'm going to do is I am going to paint with, first of all, I'll have guests from other YouTube channels, but also most of the time that'll only be like maybe once in a while, but I believe after talking to somebody very important that we're going to have a guest star every week, but the most important part of it is that we are going to have you guys paint with us. And that means somebody will, if you have a camera and you have an internet and a Google Hangout or a Google account, you'll have a chance to work on anything that you guys want to work on, and we'll walk you through it. So what do you think of that? I think that's a pretty good idea, and I think it's kind of revolutionary, but I'll talk more about that this Sunday, as I've been always working to strive to make this channel more about the community. And we'll talk about that even further on Sunday, because I've got quite a bit to say. There we go. So got that shoulder pad, got that. Actually, this comes up a little further, up into there. And we're going to work that into there. And there we go. And that goes to there. Let's just tighten that up. Always try to just make sure you hit everything that you need to hit. All right, there we go. So that's 3. All right. Definitely wet palette saves me so much paint. Yeah, if I had room for a wet palette, that'd be nice. Helps the brush stay wet. Yeah, I'm slow, so I gotta keep painting wet as long as possible. Ooh, Battletech sounds like lots of sci-fi and fun coming. All sounds cool, but hard to take anything you say seriously, ATM, because it sounds like the dogs are throttling a parrot. Love it. Yeah. They're choking their toy to death. I told you, this isn't the most professional thing. You're going to hear dogs in the background. You're going to hear everything else. I'm not going to stop everybody's life. We're just going to do the best we can, and some days are going to be better than others, that's for sure. Okay, where's this other card? Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Just put them in the crate, Sam. Put them in the crate if they're going to act up. Which one's that? Bella? Okay. I thought they were settled down. I guess I was wrong. Alright, where's this other card? Alright, well, I'm just going to have to wing it. Alright, I have that one card there, so a lot of it is just this pukey yellow. Dear God. Just take them out? Okay. Fella just wants to chase lizards. Rob, are you coming to BGG Con? It doesn't look that way. Pets and Children Thunderdome? Yeah, pretty much. Hey, you don't have to take me seriously like Pencil Paulie said. I just do the best I can on this channel. It's not the most professional thing. In fact, it's not professional at all. How's that? Okay, let's get that there. Let's go over the top here of his hand. Shoulder blade, we gotta get that. There we go. And forgive me if I'm not answering all the questions right away. I'm trying to actually get this painting a little bit under control first. My poor wife works so hard all day, and she watches the dogs when I'm doing this, and of course they decide to act out. So Justin to the rescue. Dumb dogs. Tell you what, maybe I shouldn't feed them for right before I do this, so they wouldn't go crazy like they are. Maybe that's what it is. They're all hyped up on kibble. Or maybe that they're just German Shepherds. How's that? And that's what German Shepherds do. Alright, we're going to get up around this pad too. Once we get this pad, we're going to be pretty good. Then we're going to do this helmet. And I don't like it, but at least it's workable. And we can kind of, okay, I can see his face on the thing, so I can take care of that too. Alright. And just get around that areas there. Here we go. We color in his face later. Alright, that's good, that's good. Alright, so we got that one, and then finally, let's do this one. We'll let those guys sit for a bit. Thanks, Just. Justin's got a lot of rules to read. He didn't realize that I'd be able to get all this done. That we have the others done and everything else where we need it to be. Who's that, dog? Boy, oh boy, she is a terror today. She'll settle down. You know when they'll fall asleep? Right before we get off camera here. Okay, let's see here. Sat in a chieftain tank. Saw hundreds of great vehicles. Hi Rob, other friends just popped in for a minute. Just back after an 8-hour drive home. Oh, that's cool. Visual armor, warfare dancing in your head. Nice one, Alan. Alright. So we're going to come across this pad here too. I think I got a pretty good idea how these pads are all gonna play out here. That there. That there. Thanks, Jess. And that goes there. Not gonna worry about that there. Okay, let's do that. And we are going to come around here. Do that little plate there. It's a lot of just needle point work. Just hitting all the marks. Alright, there we go. Right there. And then we're going to come in here with this little brush. And the main thing that you want to do is just keep yourself, make sure you got a good brush that you enjoy using, because that's going to take a lot of pressure of this off. And all you're going to do is just hit those areas. There we go. And boom, that there. Let me just get this a little bit better here. There we go. And I think that's where we want to be for that guy, those guys. Okay, good. I may have to break that ugly color out again at some point, because I'm sure I'll make a mistake somewhere. Yeah, the thing I don't like about this hobby thing, and I don't think that it's bad. I mean, it's good for some people. It's just that I paint way too much, and I need space, because I don't paint like 3 figures at a time. I paint like 50 figures at a time. So that doesn't make it the easiest thing to kind of use. That's good. And I'll just put that over there, that over there, that, and that, and that. Okay, cool. Did these minis have a lot of flash and trim off? No, they weren't that bad. My friend got Merc Recon on Kickstarter. He loves it. They look great, but apparently some folks complain about the minis. What do you think of them? So far, they don't bother me. I think they're okay. I think they're all right. They seem to be doing the job, and I guess they paint up, and that's about it. But it's about all you can ask. All right, so let's get these out of the way for a minute. Let these dry for a bit, and then we'll come back and we'll touch up all these guys. All right, and we'll work this all into a wash. Okay, in the meantime, let's try to give these guys a little bit of color here. As you can see, it's kind of blue with a little green outline, so let's work on that part. Let's try changing up a brush though. And I think I'm going to use something a little thicker, and that'll be good, so we can move a little faster. Alright, so that is that. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Alright, let's get that blue out of the way. Let's get that blue out of the way. And I think we're going to use, I think I had it over here, a Calendar Sky. So that's what we're going to use for this. They're fine, they're fine. Great, I think sometimes folks complain to hear their own voice. Oh. A lot of people just complain, period. It's fun to complain. Takes away. I never worry about it. Just do the best I can, and that's about all I can do. Anything after that, hey, it's just another day. Alright, so we're going to get in there like that. And we're going to get this blue on here, and this is really going to bring these guys kind of where we want them to be. Okay, that's dark on the inside there. It's just on the outside. And we have a blue beret. Okay, so we got to be a little careful here. So what we want to do is kind of just work it around. I usually like to start at the top here and get a feel for my brush, but I feel pretty good with my brush today. I'm just having another one of those good days with a brush, and that's okay. And he's got a little plate here that gets that. They're fine, Tam. Oh, it's driving you crazy. Oh, well, then yell at him. I was thinking it was pretty funny. All you hear is that squeaky toy. It's like, yeah, this makes sense, right? This is a typical Rob broadcast. Squeaky toys, dogs hopping around, drinking out of their bowl. All right, there we go. There's one. I don't know why this thing keeps on. Sorry, I'm late. I took the TT 2.0 book. If it isn't too cumbersome. Oh, look at the. Yeah, I see. I wanted to pull up your link, but I didn't pull up your link, Lori, and it killed me. But it's kind of cumbersome, and I don't have enough space here, unfortunately. The couple of old unboxings I watched had some scratches on the boards, lots of flash, and a few minis, but overall it didn't look like a deal breaker. These look good enough for a board game to me. Yeah, they are. They're definitely board game quality. Heck, you know how much I love Cool Mini or not, but I'll be honest with you. Those Blood Rage ones, all the regular soldiers, some of them with the bent swords and the post. I mean, these don't have that. I mean, the monsters were great, but everything else was kind of tough. Just to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. And you know that I love Pete and the guys from Cool Mini, but I mean, let's be honest. There's been times when the miniatures weren't perfect, but hey, if it's board game quality, it's good. It does its job. Is it good enough for me to get some paint on it? Yes. Is it gonna work? Yes. See how I kind of work my brush down to the edge? I just don't start on the edge, kind of, so I don't have to make that many mistakes. I mean, I'm going to make a mistake. There's no doubt about it. But the fewer mistakes, the better off you are. There we go. And there. All right, that doesn't look too bad. All right, it's two. See, and we could build out from here. This is where it's just getting those initial layers on. There we go. This dude, just the medic. He's gonna come to everybody's rescue, huh? Yeah. He's awful big for a medic. Yeah, we're kind of interested in this game. I don't see how it plays 2 to 5. I'm kind of confused by it. Of course, I haven't read the rules yet. I'm trying to work on a couple of the other games that we're playing this weekend, so I'm leaving this one up to Justin. So we'll figure it out. I know he'll figure it out. He's good at doing that. Did I miss much? No, you did not. You just missed the dogs. Freaking out. Don't get me started on Kickstarter. Some Kickstarter people are very, very entitled and bratty for Mercs and Cool Mini or not. These look pretty simple to glue together. Yeah, they were. When does Cool Mini or not make a Rob Warren Mini, and for what game? By the way, I am Mercs Kickstarter backer. Yes, you are. You've sent me a lot of information that was helpful to kind of get going on this. And we're gonna give this the full treatment along with a few other games that are flying under the radar. And actually, believe it or not, we're going to do a whole thing with. I know you guys are gonna fall down, but some Mantic games. Yep, you guys remember those? All the fun that I had with some Mantic games. I give everybody a chance. And I actually talked to those guys. They were very, very nice, and they made me believe again. So we're going to give them another shot. Why not? I was kind of disappointed, but we are going to take a real good hard look at that dead zone, since I have the original dead zone and I got all that scenery that goes with it. I mean, I bought tons of that scenery because it just snaps together, and I said, oh, there's all kinds of things I can do with this. And yep, not to mention all the cool stuff that we can do with our the alien games. I mean, I'm just going to be hitting a lot of stuff, a lot of board games. You're going to see, I think you're going to see quite a few games this weekend, some stuff next week, just a lot of stuff, something almost every day on this channel. I mean, always got something going on here. And on the weekends, we really get going. We really ramp it up, providing two certain young ladies can calm down. Because we don't want to drive the queen of the known universe crazy either. It's not fair to her. And if she's mad, oh boy, things are going to get bad. There we go. And let's get this last guy with that blue color. Let's see. Heading home from work. Keep up the good work, Rob. Bye all. Take it easy. Fortunately, solitaire capable. Tom equals Arcadia Quest. Z, Rum and Bones, Sam, Blood Rage, Rob the others. Yeah, monster. Yes, once I get... I think I should make a Chibi Orange family adventure party for Super Dungeon Explorer Arcadia Quest. To paint my list goes longer, or... How about just make me a samurai? A giant samurai. For a rising sun. They'll never make a miniature of me. I mean, who am I? I'm nobody. I'm not one of the Dice Tower guys. They gotta do Jason. I think they're doing Jason and Eric next. Those are Dice Tower guys. I don't think Tom considers me. Well, I mean, I do stuff for Dice Tower. I'm a contributor. That's about it. I'm kind of like, when you compare all the guys, I'm kind of like the road manager for the Beatles, because if you really think about it, the four Beatles would be, Tom would be John, Z would be Paul, Sam is obviously George, Jason's Ringo, Chaz is Pete Best. There you go. Eric would have to be George Martin. So now we're finding Beatle acronyms for all the Dice Tower guys. Great. I'm kind of like the roadie. I'm the guy that set up the drums. How's that? That's pretty funny. There we go. All right. So we got that on there. All right. All right, so I'm getting somewhere with these guys, annoying as they are. Sorry to repeat my question. I love Omega Set Protocol, but I'm worried as the minis are really soft plastic. Do you have any tips? In the past, very flexible, so have flaked over time. Yeah, they do flake over time. I painted them. They've held up, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'm so on the fence for Rising Sun since I hate diplomacy, but it looks so awesome. It would be an instant buy with an ornament. Well, thank you, our favorite troll. Where did we want to go here? Now, let's try to get some of the brown work done. I think that's a pretty good idea. And then we'll come back with some of the silver just to kind of well, not silver, but lead belcher. So we're going to take some of this mahogany brown, shake it up. You are welcome, Alan. You're one of the good ones. Make sure you watch this weekend's vlog. I have a lot to say. This one might go 35 minutes instead of the normal 30. All right. Let's see here. Trying to figure these guys out. Okay, okay, so I'm not worried about the as much as I am trying to get some of the brown stuff done here. So we are going to take some of the paint here. What time is it? Okay, we're doing pretty good. Rob, did you build a new painting station? No, I actually, this is a hobby. It's from Broken Token, Broken Table, something or another. I have the card over there. Got this the other day because I thought it'd be easier to keep track of all the paints, but it doesn't hold enough for me, unfortunately. But it's a nice system. It really is. It's just for me it was just a little flimsy to start with, and then you got to put it together, which did not make me very happy. So I'm sitting here gluing this when I should be gluing other things. So that was kind of annoying because it doesn't say anything about having to glue those pieces together. Okay, let's get that in there. And we have these there. And then let's see, what do we got here? Okay, we're going to do that there. It's a bag that's attached to it. That bag's attached there. That'll all be prominent once we put a wash over it. Hey, Gab. I think my light is dying here. Yeah. I gotta get some new batteries at some point. Right, so that goes there. That's gray. I know that. That's gonna be that. Okay. So we'll put this guy down. Alright, this guy here. Let's get that there. And then another bag here we want to clean up. And let's clean under this bag here because we didn't want to hit all that area there. And good. So far, at least. Okay. This guy here. We want to hit a couple more of these bags. This bag. My Rob Mini would be a Skype character. Rob is the main guy with Cthulhu cat and a German Shepherd as an animal at his feet. There you go. Huge dead walker that Justin killed in the background, of course. You guys aren't going to let me live that down. Neither is he. He's still talking about, oh, that was the best game I ever played. Of course it was the best game you ever played. You got lucky. Actually, that was, that was about as clutch as it comes. He was doomed. He was definitely doomed. There was not a chance of him surviving that, and somehow he did. Well, good for him. Got his moment in the sun. I'll color that. Color that. There we go. Alright. Make sure that we got everything here. And we'll color over that. There we go. Alright. And we just got a couple things on this dude here. So and we'll just move this over here. And we'll get these guys here. So these bags will be all taken care of. Big pain in the neck here. Just keeping up with this. This game I'm looking forward to. I know Justin is too, because it's kind of intriguing. But it says it's for, we were trying to figure if it's a co-op game or it's one person can be another. Let's just spite. Let's see here. There we go. And that'll take care of that. All right. It's co-op. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Can somebody be the other one? Cards run the opponents. So how do you get 5 players into it? If there's 2 different factions. Gonna have to read up on this one a little bit more. But I'll look for your opinions here. All right, so that. Oh, let's make sure that we got everything on these guys. I almost missed these guys. That's okay. That's okay. Put in this holster here. Okay. They're basically all the same guy. Masamura ought to be fun tomorrow because you're going to see finally something that's primed white and how you work that. And that'll be a lot of fun for some people, so it'll work out pretty good. Okay, that's and this guy here, we're going to get him too. And boom, there we go. Alright. There. Now we're slowly getting to these guys. Alright. Just clean this off. One faction at a time. Just to pick from in each starter box, I think. Where's Lori? Is Lori out there? She'll be able to tell us. Oh, are we dropping something? No. Okay. She's usually pretty good at picking this stuff up. Okay, so we got that kind of settled right there. So now we're going to move over to our I wonder if I should do these guys' chest plates first. I almost want to say that they're kind of green. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't know if that's a green or gray, or I think it's more of a silver, to be honest with you. Gunner. I'm gonna make it up. How's that? That's the best way to do things. When in doubt, just make it your own. Masamora doesn't have too many pieces to paint, right? Only heroes. Lori said she hadn't played it yet. Ah, okay. It is 4 heroes, 5 heroes, I think. Starter box comes with 5 heroes, so we will definitely be. Yeah, monsters are just dice. Yep. Very true. Alright, so let's just start with all these silver pieces. And we'll get this barrel here. And get that barrel here. Okay. We'll do this here. Just give it a little color. And we'll work that in there. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to kind of take that little buckle there. There we go. And we're going to take this gun here and we're just going to paint over that. And like I said, we're just taking our time. No worries about anything. If we get it done, we get it done. If not, we'll finish it tomorrow before we do our Masamora project. These guys are coming along pretty quick. And then this guy has a little thing here hooked up into his ear. So we'll work that in. There we go. And the wash is really going to solidify a lot of this stuff. That's why you kind of don't worry about anything. You kind of go halfway through it. You don't have to be exact. Because we're going to just take a dark wash and wash over it and then highlight over it. My son wanted Masamora more than any other game I've seen him want, so I kickstarted it for his birthday, but it looks like it's not going to make it by September 1st. I'm sorry about that. Oh, shucks. Okay, for fun, what mech warrior figure is Rob? So many Kickstarters take longer than estimated. Pretty much a given, right? Dang man, wait again. Need to retire and just concentrate on games. Funny enough, my wife ordered Arcadia Quest Inferno for my birthday in June, but I will probably be getting that after my son gets his game. Yeah, but nobody's getting Inferno is on its way. They're saying probably by BBG Con. BGG Con. I didn't kickstart any of that, so we'll see how it turns out. I don't kickstart stuff because then I don't have to stress about when it comes in, what they did with my money, and all that other fun stuff. When it comes retail, that's when I'll get it. If you guys get your Kickstarters first, hey, that's alright. Got plenty of stuff to play. That sounds like Bella, who's thirsty. I've never seen a dog drink so much water. She gets more on the floor than she does. She gets more on the floor, right? Mm-hmm. She wants to go out again. I'll tell you. Alright, so we're going to do that. And we'll just kind of get a little here. And some there. All she wants to do is chase lizards all day. Okay, so let's see, what am I missing here? No, I put that there. All right. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna change a brush real quick. I'm gonna move to something a little bit thicker for speed's sake. There we go. Since I have pretty good control today. Okay. Let's see. Awesome job, Rob. Love the way these guys look. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Rob equals Grand Time, Kitty, Mad Cat, Jason. Look, this Rob equals. Justin should be a scout with the EMP that can fly and fast. Pretty much. Cthulhu is the Lynx. Cthulhu is a pain. Boy, I don't know why these dogs are being a pain in the neck today. I think they're just drinking too much water and they want to go out and play. They're not getting any love from Mama. That's for sure. Oh, jeez. Now I know what I forgot to do here. That's why I had the short brush. Alright, let's just do the big gun here. And, there we go. What happened, Just? Can you just go out there and bring them in for her? They're really giving her a hard time tonight. I feel awful. Okay. Alright, so I like how Come did Black Plague and sending out retail boxes to backers and then delaying the extras till later. Yeah, that was a pretty good idea. They need just to get the game in your hand and then the extras later. You know, I think I think all Kickstarters should do that. The extras are nice, but if you got the game in your hand, you can live without the extras. You can play the game at least for a while. And then the extras just kind of fill everything else in, which is a good thing. All right. That. Okay, so now I'll go back to that other brush because I got to get their little eye holes there. That's what I knew I was forgetting. Okay. And, oops. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of wipe that over. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then just work this, and you just got to be concise. Oh boy. There we go. And we'll work that in there. There we go. I think that's everybody. Nope, I was close. All right. There we go with those guys. And let's start working on some of the... What should do, a runner?
She still didn't listen to me to stay in the yard.
I'll tell you, this dog. You're in big trouble, young lady. I'm not going to yell at you on camera, but wait till I get off, and you're not even going to know what I'm going to be yelling at you for.
Okay, go lay down, both of you. Go lay down. Go lay down, you had your fun. Come on.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start these things a little bit later, so they're settled down. I tried starting this one early, but it just didn't work. Because they are puppies, and they have one-track mind, and that's get in trouble. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got the mask here. And we are going to filter into that suit. That's going to come over here. And that filter hose comes over here. So we're trying to connect everything. And then I think we're going to make those pipes red, but we're going to make this silver. There we go. We'll make that. And that. And then here. Man, Cthulhu sounds very thirsty. Yeah, she does sound very thirsty. These minis are going to look pretty cool on the table after painting. I hope so. Well, you know, we were going to do this game last week, and then, you know, we just saw this massive gray, and we just said, no, there's just no way. There's no way we can just leave them gray like that. We've got to do something with them. I mean, we just can't let them flounder like that for you guys. You guys got to be able to know what's going on. And that's the one thing about doing a playthrough is, you know, you got to be able to know what's what. You know, because especially when we get in the heat of battle there, if you guys don't know what's going on, what's the point, right? Alright, put that there, that there. There was something else I'm missing. Nope, I think I got that. Alright, so that's pretty good there. It's all tighten up, believe it or not, with a little liquid talent. Right now I'm just trying to get it to come all together here. Oh goodness me, Gabby. Now we're going to put those glasses on. There we go with that. Over that. Let's see, what else are we missing here? That goes that way. Oh, there. If I push the glasses out, I can see even more. Amazing. go. Dot up that back there. There we go. All right, that's 2. What time is it? Oh, we're doing pretty good. I missed my dog, Dennis, too, Dennis. Rob, you just reminded me of the dad from Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. Yeah. Start any later and I won't be able to catch any of these videos live. Well, we'll do our best. The Russians are coming, Lord. Don't get me started on pets. I can name all my past pets that I still get upset about that they are not around. I miss my puppies. I'm sorry. Rob, do you have any thoughts on Ares Games' Galactic Defender game? Came out in 2014. It is a game that we have everything for, and we are thinking of getting that going too. We've got a lot to do this year. There's a lot of stuff that you guys have to see yet. So we're going to really give it a good look, and we're going to paint it all too. How's that? And that will be fun. And I think you guys will like that when we do that one, because we're really going to give that one a real good treatment. But there are just so many games that we have coming that Justin and I are planning on doing. You know, we're really getting into the swing here. We're getting into a good rhythm, and we just hope we can keep the momentum going. And that is the most important thing, just keeping the momentum going. If we can do that, and we get the cooperation, you know, actually, you know, I don't think you guys realize how much goes into having and getting these things painted and put together and all that other stuff. You know, it's a complete cooperation of the whole family. First of all, I've got to do the whole live event. So that means I have to take time out to, you know, when I'm not watching dogs, and I have to rely on my wife to do it. And, you know, that's a lot on her. You know, especially with the new pup. So she does that. So we appreciate when she does that. And then, of course, just painting the thing and getting the game ready. And then, of course, we got to learn the game. So, you know, there's a lot of little things that go into putting together a live playthrough. It's just not opening up a box and let it go. We try to do a lot of prep work. We try to make sure that we're concise. Justin has been, I think he's been doing an excellent job talking you guys through the rules. When we're done, we may not have everything down, but you have a good gist of the game before the game even starts. And I think he's been doing such a great job with that. I'm very proud of him for that. Looking good, Rob. There's no such thing as ugly colors. It depends on the color it goes with. They will pop even more when they're based. Exactly. Fantastic. I love the nod to the 80s, 90s sci-fi show and films with the characters. Has a lot of dice rolling in combat. We like a lot of time dice rolling, to be honest with you. The more dice rolling, it seems, the more we like the game. It's a funny thing that way too, because okay, young lady, lay down. You know, too much dice rolling, then it becomes a luck thing, which doesn't bother me, but tends to bother Justin, because Justin just doesn't like things being. He likes to plan things out, but you know, like one of the things I love about Blood Bowl is the whole fact that no matter how much you plan it out, if you don't roll it, guess what? You're done. It's over. Too bad for you. And you know, I always got a kick out of that. You know, like I would plan my move and make the worst roll my last roll, but unfortunately, it's not how it always works out. Something would always go wrong, and then you have to have a backup plan for it, and then, you know, momentum just swings and twists and turns in the game, you know? It's that whole unexpected event kind of thing. They change those rules, boy, I'll tell you. I'm going to be very disappointed, because I love that game. So I'm looking forward to when it comes out. Okay. So let's get in his eyes here. There we go. That takes care of him. And then finally, this guy here. So he's got this whole kind of thing going on here, which, and then we're going to paint that. Whoops, I hope I'm not off camera. Nope, I'm not. So, you know, there's just a lot of things that go on. Greetings, how are you? Justin is awesome with the rules. Nuffle still shows up for a visit. Yeah, I think he's just getting more confidence and everything, and when he's doing it, he's doing a great job, and I just really like when he just takes over and does the rules. You know, there's certain things that we both do. We both come together with the rules. I'll read it, then he'll read it, and then we just kind of formulate what we're going to do and how we're going to explain it. I mean, there's no script. It's just basically, okay, do you understand this? Yes. How this works? How that works? And then we'll explain it to each other, and then we just give it a go. And it's worked so far. It's been pretty successful for us. And I think you know, there have been some games where all we saw were unboxings, which were just, okay, well, that doesn't tell me anything about the game. I know what comes in the box. I can care less. That's great. You got the game. I don't. But should I get the game? That's what I want to know. I mean, unboxings, I guess, are cool if you know you got the game coming and just are curious about things. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? I don't think I know anything sometimes. If I understood YouTube, I'd be the master of the universe. Alright, there we go. And then this body armor part, I think, comes in like this. There we go. And we'll just come around here. There we go. And that'll tighten up. Move these in. I'll clean that up back area. There we go there. Alright. I am having to adapt my paint style due to my shaky hands. I find using washes with a dry and wet brush style makes great for unique demons monsters, but hero figures is harder, but Rob inspired me. Me too. Well, thank you guys. I do try. Let's see. I think we're getting close here. What time is it? 7:09. Okay, cool. Oh, the dogs finally start. See, I gotta start this at 7. Because that's when they shut down, it seems. Oh, boy. That was on me. But like I said, it takes a lot of work by everybody involved. Janice actually has to pay attention. Oh God, she's coming home soon. I just remembered. So the dogs are gonna go nuts. So if you hear the dogs go nuts, don't worry about it. It's just Janice is home. There we go. Just when they got settled down too. Silly mutts. There we go. There we go. And we're just painting this up. Sorry, I lost my concentration for a second. My wife's watching that Bachelor in Paradise and she sucks me into it. I don't know why. Because it's such a train wreck. Then I start arguing at the TV because this one's a jerk and that one's a jerk. But she accomplishes just what she wants. She gets me to get sucked into these things. There we go. Just get around. Around the jaw area. There we go. Okay. I find Rob's paint style interesting here because he paints out in, whereas I've been used to going the opposite direction. Skin, clothing, armor, equipment. Nice to see a different style. Yeah, it depends on the miniatures. The way you do play your playthroughs is excellent and pretty unique. Fresh out of the box, painted, of course, with folks watching and helping too. With some games, maybe heads get the rule. With many heads get the rules done. Exactly. Good way to go. Tough having only one person learning, teaching, and painting. Yes, I always did the skin first, matey, but out in is helping me a lot at the moment. Sometimes I go in out. I mean, it's kind of weird. It depends on the middle. Like you'll see a total different style tomorrow, believe it or not. You know, because we're painting chibis, and I'll just take a different approach to it. It really depends on the miniature and what I'm trying to accomplish. And it's kind of funny because I wish I knew what kind of paint style I have. I just have this style. It's called I need to get this done. And that's what seems to work for me. All right, there we go. Let's get that around there. Let's get that around there. There we go. Okay. And finally, so now we kind of got all these base colors on these guys. So they're pretty much, we're just going to let them dry for a minute, too. And we're just going to clean this up a little bit. We're going to, first of all, with that brush a little bit, spin it in the paint. And there we go. But Monday is going to be a pretty cool day. I think the chibi thing is going to be fun tomorrow too. That will be, I think, on the dice tower. I'm not 100% sure. It'll either be here or the dice tower. You'll be able to find it pretty quickly. But then the best thing is that we'll have everything all nice and painted. We'll be ready for a big, big weekend of games. God willing, nothing goes wrong. And, you know, just doing what we do best, having fun, enjoying each other's company. Then we got our vlog on Sunday. Then back to painting, getting ready for the next set of stuff, especially with Labor Day weekend coming up. We want to make sure that we get it all done right. All right. So much for them sleeping. So much for them sleeping. Yep, skin. I'm trying. I wish I had the need to get this done style of painting. I'm more, what on earth am I doing? I find old eye missing detail. Yeah, well, I do it too, but I just go back, you know? But I try to stay regimented, and I think that's what helps me the best. And that's what gets me through things. All right. Now to mess these guys all up. So as you see, everything's kind of scattered brain all over the place, which is good. Now I think we'll just take This particular brush here, I like this for today's wash extravaganza. We're gonna let this dry for a second. Actually, we could start with these guys a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put a wash over them, and then we're gonna have to let them dry for quite some time. So I think we just might end it after that. And then what I'll do is I will come over. What's the matter, Jess?
Nothing.
Oh, everybody was just talking about you. They said you should be a weasel if they were to make a character on the Cool Mini or not. Okay. Uh, let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, so we're getting, yeah, I guess this brush will do. Alright, so we're going to take Newell oil. I think that's the way we're going to go. I painted those guys last. Those guys should be dry. Yeah, because now this is really going to darken these up and just make these look hideous. But there's a reason for everything. There is always a reason for everything. Alright, let me put down the hood. And there we go. We kind of want to get that all in there. And this really has to really just get in there and work its way around. All I want to do is get inside the recesses, like I always tell you guys all the time. It's all about the recesses. Alright, that's going to darken up that pukey color a bit, but we have a plan for that. We have to just move that around. There we go. Because that's all going to come back. And you see that kind of tightens everything up, gets in the recesses a bit, and kind of brings a little depth to that guy. Let's just get some of this off here. We don't need that much on the lighter areas. There we go. Okay. This guy, same doggone thing. It's just moving that around. There we go. Get that into the back area. Work it into there. And there we go. Work it into his facial structure. Into the backpack. And you can see it's getting a little more, gets a little more depth on me. Did Justin get the new Deus Ex game? No, he had no idea. No, he did not want to do it. Just got 2 sets of Vallejo in the mail. Woohoo! Awesome, Dennis. Dang, air compressor just died. Just got slower. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Nothing worse than where your air compressor goes. Alright. Let's do the same thing on this guy. And there we go. But this is all going to make sense. Because those lighter colors are going to get lighter. But they're going to keep the depth that we have here. There we go. And now, there we go. Let's move that around. Exactly what I was looking for. Exactly what I'm looking for. And then And everything is just working in here perfectly. All this will come back out when we go back over it. Doesn't look like much now. And there we go. Does not look like much, but we're going to let this dry for a good half hour. And it will all come together. I promise you. It's kind of like those nurses yesterday. They were really kind of dark and dingy until we really went over them and really brought some of the quality that they have out. Okay, there we go. Another guy. Don't think I need to do these guys as much. Alright, I think I'm quite happy with the way these guys look. Now we could just lighten them up too. I love Vallejo in the past. I have painted lots of cowboy figures from Warhammer Old West. Their guns were metal blue, was great with some authentic Old West rifle barrels. Almost completely Vallejo paints here too. Right, there you go. Alright, let's just go over that. And we're going to go over that. All we want to do is just get, there we go. There, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Put that one down. And let's just go over this guy a bit. There we go. Because we just want to darken up those recesses a bit. Because what we're going to do is we're going to really bring some of those darker colors. We're going to bring that armor up. And that's just by darkening up all this. It's just we're going to get what we want at the end. And that's just by getting everything to kind of get in whatever detail they have. There we go. And perfect. That. Those guys. These guys we can leave alone for now because I'm going to do something different with these guys. Alright. I've been priming by brush because of the humidity and temperature goes all over the place from day to day, and I don't like spraying indoors. Nobody does. Nobody likes spraying indoors. Okay, those guys are good there. Those guys are good there. Alright. So, we got these guys right where we just have to do some touch-ups and stuff like that, and I think I'll show you guys. I'll probably do a quick video before I do the Massamora thing. I'll do like a half-hour video just finishing these guys off tomorrow. And then I'll go into Massamora and just leave Massamora as it is. Because I do want to show you how this all lines up, but I do have to let that dry for about a half hour or so. So it will all come to light and pop out and look a lot better. So I think we'll leave that at that. Let's see what's going on here. I got confused with Games Workshop, then they changed their color names. No terracotta anymore for the cowboy stuff. I used to use a lot, still use them, but tend to go Vallejo and Army Painter now. I'm using Vallejo Sand Yellow as we speak, equivalent to what Rob is using. Well, there you go. Alright, so we got these guys right where we want them, so let's just kind of fix the camera here. Another successful night. There we go. And you can see that we pretty much, eventually we'll do the basis on them. I think when we do more of the stuff. That color I was thinking about when people were talking about the puke yellow. Yeah. As you can see, it's darkened up quite a bit, and we're going to play around with it even more. Whoops, whoops, whoops. You can see what I'm trying to go for here. I really want these guys to stand out. Good stuff. I think these will look good at the end. Yes, I hope so. You know, not bad for one evening. That's all I've worked on these is just one day. Boom, boom. And you got all these guys done and just about ready. You know, that's a whole box set right there. So I feel pretty good about that. There's a couple other things that we need to do. Just got to lighten these guys up a little bit and lighten these guys up. Touch up a few things. I say we got about 30 minutes of work left. So what I'll do is I think before we do Masamora, I'll set something up on my channel and do it and just do a quick half-hour recap of everything, and then we'll go over to the Dice Tower, I think, and we will do Masamora with the masses. I'm a riot, huh? So, once again, thank you guys for being so patient. Another game done. So another game ready for this weekend, pretty much. Once we do these bases, which would be pretty easy, let's face it, we're gonna be playing some games this weekend. Yeah, I knew you'd like that. I think Rob has to get his paint delivered by tanker. Yeah, pretty much. Much faster than I could do it. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoy talking to you all and having you guys a part of this channel. I will go into detail of all the cool stuff coming up. With Sunday's vlog, we've got a lot of things that you guys don't even expect that are coming up, and we're just going to have a lot of fun on this channel. Enjoy a lot of things and do a lot of different things. It's not just going to be all miniatures. There's going to be board games. Look for Bloodborne maybe even this weekend if we can squeeze it in. I think you'll see a lot of really neat stuff as we try to nail all the stuff that we got from Gen Con in at least the next 6 months. With that said, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I'll see you some of you tomorrow, and then don't forget Friday, the others. And I know that for sure, and we'll see what else we can squeeze in there as well. With that said, have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.